to rise and shine. As I mentioned before, this weekend had the triathlon, and I got a message there that a representative just might be coming on the show to explain exactly what transpired. I know I mentioned the flag situation, right? So someone sent this. What are fringed flags? Fringed flags are any flags that feature a border of fringe, typically made from threads or fabric strips around their edges. This fringe adds a formal and ceremonial touch, making these flags stand out in specific settings. Unlike standard outdoor flags, which are often designed for durability against elements, fringe flags are primarily used indoors or on special occasions. While some people believe that the fringe has symbolic meaning, its primary purpose is ornamental, giving the flag an air of distinction and honor. Fringe flags are usually displayed on indoor flagpoles, though they may also be used in parades or during other ceremonial presentations. It's flown outside. It's important to note that these flags are not typically flown outside, as the fringe is not designed to withstand outdoor weather conditions. So, I mean, based on that, and this is a description following the online uproar surrounding the display of our Trinidad and Tobago flag. Of course, the flag bearer, very dedicated and passionate, based on the video, carrying Trinidad and Tobago's flag at the opening ceremony of Carifesta. The flag was accompanied with this fringe thread fabric around the red, white, and black. And of course, some may say gold, some may say yellow, but as I mentioned before, I want to believe that those who would have decided to design the flag and to have this flag representing us probably was considering the fact that this is a ceremony, and this threading, this fabric around, is what signifies who distinct or it's a ceremony, more or less. And whether it be indoor or outdoor, it was outdoor. I don't want to believe that it's politically aligned. That's the moral of my story, But of course, you could continue to share your comments with us, and we would continue to wish those out there the best, because I think that's the bigger picture. If they drop the ball, I saw the former Minister of CARICOM, Mr. Avery Brown. He posted basically a screenshot of a description. He's saying on overseas missions. This is not what he's saying, but he sent a screenshot in the comment section to this video that was circulating. He said that overseas establishments of the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the national flag should be flown daily unless this is contrary to the law or custom of the country in which the mission is located. In any event, the flag should be flown on the special days specified above. And of course, this is an abstract, right? And on such other special occasions as may be prescribed by the responsible minister. And let me just head down to the use or possession of a ceremonial flag. A ceremonial flag is a national flag usually braided around its three sides in white. All right, interesting there. The inclusion of braiding on a national flag effectively negates its use for official purposes, i.e., a ceremonial flag must never be flown and can only be used for decorative or ceremonial use indoors. The President of Trinidad and Tobago, as Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force, is the only individual authorized to use or display a ceremonial version of the Trinidad and Tobago's national flag. Interesting there, but I'm no expert, but I would continue to do my research and hope that we could have the best or the right information, when we engage in these debates. I know it was a strong debate over the weekend, and I really just don't want that to paint an unpleasant picture over our contingent who are representing us out there at the Carifta Games. All right, so that was one of them that was that definitely dominated the media over the weekend. Of course, those who following the CPL is very much on the way, and action. Talk about action. I was able to glimpse piece of the game over the weekend on, was it Saturday? TKR versus St. Lucia Kings. TKR came out on top, and Puran catch a nice little was able to build a nice partnership with Pollard there. And we eventually, I say we because naturally it's a franchise competition, but there would still be that affiliation to your colors and your local, so it's a Tobago TKR. So naturally it would want to lean towards Tobago TKR, but I know a lot of persons don't necessarily support TKR. They would support whoever they feel fit to. But I think majority of us would still be supporting TKR, and they came out victorious. All right, so the competition is on. I believe that they have safely landed in Trinidad in terms of the team, Polarande, Purarande, and I think on Wednesday, the 27th, they would be playing their first home game. So I'll continue to share the news in terms of the results as we continue to see how the CPL shape up. But CPL, trust me, it's real action. Yeah, it's real action. If you have the opportunity to go and take in one of the games, it's real action and it's real vibes, right? And I know over the weekend, the team definitely would have been in celebratory mood coming off of that victory there. So as I mentioned earlier on, we would be speaking with the TTPS, and Inspector Alicia Piggott is actually with us this morning to share what is happening in Tobago in terms of crime update. And we'll get into the topic as soon as we're ready. So I want to welcome Inspector Alicia Piggott, no stranger to Rise and Shine. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Cox. Good morning, Tobago, and good morning to wherever in the world you are streaming. Mr. Cox, you have been missing. But welcome back.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here, and we're here to share what is happening in Tobago. I mean, let's start with last week. Last week had some strange activities taking place. A man lost his hand.
Yes.
A young person.
A gentleman was at the Esplanade, where he lost his hand, which had his 5 fingers. Unfortunately, they were unable to put the hand back together, because sometimes if you not because even if you're not in the medical field, when things like this happen, you try quickly to get ice and put the hand in that ice and take it swiftly to the hospital.
But what happened?
But unfortunately, that was not done by persons are wrong. It's a frightening scene, so you wouldn't. But there was an argument among 2 men, and it is allegedly that one of the man who would have taken out a cutlass and chopped off the gentleman's hand, and also dealt him other chops to his body. I can say today, this morning, Mr. Deryck, Alvin, I think I'm forgetting his name. Why am I forgetting his first name? But he will be appearing in court this morning, right? So he was arrested within hours of the incident.
All right. That one was strange.
Well, yes, there was an argument, and unfortunately, and that is the issue. We don't resolve. We need to resolve our arguments, not by violence.
Okay.
We need to speak and resolve arguments, not by violence.
Conflict resolution.
Yes.
Last week we were discussing, I think, yes, I can't remember the day, but we had a conversation with Mr. Junior Benjamin, and we were speaking about the crime situation and the SOE. And coming closer to the ending of the conversation, we were happy to say that Tobago doing really well in terms of the murder rate, and not just the murder rate being low, they have solved
a lot of the crimes.
All of them, but so then this morning I hear a murder.
Yes, unfortunately we have, and I just condolences on behalf of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. Mr. Kellon Malcolm from Pembroke was shot in his head and he passed away. The police, the homicide department, the homicide bureau, and other other law enforcement agencies, along with the other parts of the police service, are assisting in this investigation. And I'm hopeful that we would see an arrest, because we have had, this is the 5th murder. The past 4 all have been solved. I know one death is just too much, all right? But we are hoping that once investigations go well, we will be able to solve this murder.
And what else happened? I mean, that one was strange, because we're doing so good this year, heading down to the last few months, and then boom, another murder. Okay, but what else took place over the last 7 days?
We also had a breaking at the supermarket in Blackrock, on the main road in Blackrock, and Mr. Agard, and I don't have his first name, he was arrested. He was arrested in the supermarket by the swift action of the police.
To get catch one time?
Yes, one time. One time he got caught. The patrol was out at that time, and you could see that the patrols are working. So they would have received the call, and officers would have arrested Mr. Agard. He's originally from the Castara area. All right, he would have gone to court for that break-in and was placed on bail. We had several other persons appearing in court for several other incidents that occurred in the Tobago space. All right, so as we said, the police is out there, and we are doing what we have to do.
All right, and I understand there was an accident near Chill Out Bar.
Yes,
as well.
There was an accident. No, it wasn't a fatal accident. Okay. And Mr. Cox, I know you're always interested in the accidents, but you're having accidents all over Tobago. You had one at Hope, where I saw it on Facebook, where a lady would have gotten, I think a car would have overturned or something like that. But all these accidents, persons it was not fatal.
Okay, right.
But persons need to drive, especially on a Friday and a Saturday night. Persons need to take it down when they're coming from the west. I'm sure fire services could speak of that.
Yeah.
That most times you always have some situation, some accident or something coming from the western side of the island, because persons love to go online. They don't know how much to take, they're drinking how much to take, and they don't know that they need to have a designated driver.
Can't echo that enough. Right?
Enough, yes.
Just 3 more before we head into the topic. One, so the Great Race, this is the first time speaking with you since the Great Race. Was it a success in terms of...
Incident-free.
Right.
It was a successful Great Race. I myself would have worked, and it was incident-free.
And then Castara had an incident.
Yes, Castara had an incident where a gentleman was stabbed, and as you spoke about that, yes, someone was stabbed. The person was hospitalized, and I know the police is actively investigating that report.
And thirdly, before we head into the topic,
and the police is aware who the person is. Okay.
The independence, so their prayer and reflection, so naturally the police coming out in their numbers is not necessary. How are you?
The police will still be out in their numbers, not marching.
Yeah, boy.
But it's in Independence Day, and you know because the powers that be would have said that we will not be having, because of certain situations, we're having Independence Parade and fireworks, but persons could still have their private events, and the police will still have to be out in its numbers during the day and during the night, because I see that some events popping up. Persons have, there's a gospel show at the amphitheater, persons have things on the Esplanade, persons have things in Scarborough, so the police will still have to be out there in their numbers, ensuring safety at all times.
So you get away. I thought I would have seen a marching this year, but so it goes. And I mean, the government has spoken, and will continue to monitor the situation. So we heading into the topic.
And some persons will say, "Oh gosh, I get arrested this year."
Yeah,
you know. But while some will be upset that there's no parade.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you can see. I feel next year. Well, you never know. Let me leave that right there. So the topic this morning, dealing with transactions, dealing with guarding your money.
Yes, don't part with your money foolishly. Now, we are realizing in the cyberspace, persons are being sent links on their phones, And these links are telling you, especially telling you about Republic Bank, telling you that you need to check, that you need to put in your password, and or may give you an alert message or so, and give you a link to click on. And when you click on that link, it then takes you and tells you to put in your email address and password. Why would the bank ask you for these things? Why would the bank ask you for even your password for online banking? Why? The bank will not do that. So from the time you see these sorts of messages, it is to dismiss them, not to even touch that link on the phone. Because if you do and you continue, eventually your entire savings will be swiped out. So we are asking persons, please be aware of how you are going about on your online banking, right? If you have an issue, I see the banks have been putting out, if you have an issue, contact the numbers that the bank put out. Not even the person who sent the link to you, who put a number there. No, contact the numbers that the bank put out. We're also seeing persons are still on this Facebook, purchasing items on Facebook marketplace.
Yeah.
Persons are living in Tobago and they are sending their hard-earned money to somebody in Trinidad who they have never seen before, who they have never had a relationship with. When I say I mean business relationship with. But you are sending the monies, let us say, for a car. Now, how on earth could a car, somebody selling a car to you, will tell you, send $6,000, and then we will be delivering the car, and then you have to pay that other money after, with no contract, nothing at all. And you yourself have not even checked on this car that this person has put out there. You have not gone and do a search. You have not gone to license office and say, let me find out who owns this vehicle. You just taking your hard-earned money and put it in the bank or on however you're sending the money, whether you're sending it via MoneyGram, you're sending it via Western Union. You just taking your hard-earned money and just send it to this person. When you're finished sending that money, there is no contact with that person anymore. Right?
Are you all identifying any rings or persons, groups who are engaged in these
Well, the
scamming?
police do the investigation, and eventually you may not find a ring. You may find one or two persons who may be doing these things.
And sometimes it may not even be local.
And the Facebook market, sometimes most of it is local. Most of it. You also have those who I find the foreign is those where these women get caught, where these men, they put up a nice picture of a sailor. He's very handsome. Yeah, if you go on Facebook, you will see it.
A sailor.
And as we're talking now,
yeah,
you will see it. A captain of a ship.
Right.
They will put up a very nice photo. And that photo in that profile doesn't have anything in the profile. Beside two pictures of that person. No, you know, if you have a proper Facebook profile, you will see history of the person. You will see the years going by, you will see the person putting up.
You'll see friends.
Yes, and right. And this person, they will put up this nice picture of a captain. And they will tell you, listen, start to talk to you. And then, I don't know, sometimes they catch these women in their vulnerable state. So the woman may have just finished a relationship with a man, or she and her boyfriend or husband may be in an argument, and you go there and you catch this person vulnerable, and you will exchange conversations, you will start to talk on Messenger, and then eventually you will tell the woman, listen, I have money, I want to send you some monies, I want to send you a gift, I want to send you an iPad, I want to send you a cell phone, right? I want to send you a lot of things, But what you have to do is send me $3,000. Sometimes they research how your money is the money is in your country, and you send 3,000 of your dollars, sometimes 5, right? And they realize, yes, I caught you. So then after they send that money, they may tell you, send a little more. The package is coming, and we have to pay to clear it and all kind of thing. And then sometimes they even send them to customs. Persons go to customs house in Tobago and say, and I'm telling you, educated persons are caught. All right? And they go and they say, listen, a package was sent for me, and this is the name of the person who sent the package, and they told me the package is being delayed. And when you go, you don't even get a package. You get nothing. Matter of fact, they also tell you, listen, I want to send $5,000, $500,000 for you. But for you to get that money, you have to send me some money so I can send the money for you. Who on earth? You have a friend who wants to send monies for you. Why you have to send money for them to send something? Tell me why. And you have to pick from nonsense. What it is am I really doing? Some of them ask you for Apple cards. So you make your way to the stores and you buy cards and you send to them. Because they want to play games. They're not really interested in you and your situation.
It's a full-blown scam.
Yes, and persons still catch themselves caught in it.
I know you mentioned educated persons are also even being caught, but there are situations where you become desperate. So October Carnival is around the corner, for example, and
you want a costume,
transportation,
and they want to go all the fets,
accommodation, events, and so on. And based on your searching, the algorithm, I'm not sure because I'm a scammer, but you may be searching for particular things, and these scammers, however they get into the algorithm, would then present you with a pop-up. And educated or not, you want that, and you will see a deal, and you may click it, and
but you have to be smart. You have, and as we're talking here, I am sure, Mr. Cox, when we are finished here, let us say by this evening, you go on Facebook, you will see the sale, you will see the captain of you will see a white man's pub,
I don't see this captain.
You will see something, and because the algorithm will be talking about it, and it will appear, right? You also have persons who get messages. I see the people who playing there from Samsung, they kind of die down now.
Right.
You used to get messages from Samsung saying, I am from Samsung and I want to send you, you won this prize and all kind of thing. And you continue, and they want to fill out a form, and you fill out this form, and then they continue to ask you questions, and then you eventually, you let your guard down and you send out the information, and that's it.
Sam could keep that song over there, yes? No,
seriously.
But on a real though, persons are so what is so I understand that you're giving all these tips, but what are persons to look out for?
Well, don't click on links, right? If you see something that looks too good of a deal, don't take it. It is too good of a deal to take. So you there and you think that somebody have a sale and you know something costs $5,000, but the person telling you they're selling it for $300. How could that be? Anybody who is doing business to get back. They don't even do business to lose. So you have to you have to look at things, find out, ask yourself or ask friends, ask somebody. Listen. You think this what I'm doing here, you think is correct? Get a second opinion on it, right? And as I said, these things that we're seeing in cyberspace is called skimmishing the fraudulent practice of sending text messages to purporting to be from reputable bank or financial institution in order to induce individuals to reveal personal information such as passwords or personal identification numbers. And the goal of this attack is to get you to click on a link which takes you to phishing site, download an app onto your device. This usually contains malware, and malware is software that is specifically designed to disrupt, damage, or gain authorized access to your account, or give up sensitive information such as passwords or banking information. All right? So you, the fraudster sends the text message to your mobile device, look legitimate. The number may look like that the text is coming from a local or official phone number. These messages usually create a sense of urgency. So they will tell you, check your, you need to go and check your bank account now, right? It pushes you
and
to
give you a
go.
timer sometimes.
Right, and claiming that your account has been hacked. Someone is making fraudulent transaction. Then the fraudster urges you to click on the link or call a phone number. If you click on the link, you'll be taken to a fake website which will steal your sensitive information. So the advice is that Red Flags Short Message Service, a system that allows the exchange of short messages between mobile devices, cannot be sent from a landline. So you will see something like a landline, but
right.
A message can't be sent from a landline. Think about it, right? The fact that you are receiving text messages should be a red flag from a bank.
Right.
All right? Don't click on the link. By doing so, you will be giving the fraudsters access, especially if you download the app. Contact your bank immediately if you receive any suspicious messages. So don't click on the link, call the bank, because the banks have 24-hour phone access, right? And if you've been a victim, make a report to the police, and the police will investigate your report.
The banks are fully engaged with the TTPS because I mean it is becoming
yes, but the
more
banks. I mean when the banks cooperate with the TTPS and we cooperate with the banks.
All right, and if someone is found culpable of engaging in these activities, not the victim, the perpetrator.
The perpetrator. The fines are hefty, you know. Some of the fines
you lock up now.
Some of the yes. Well, it depends. Remember, the law. With what the law, there's fines and jail time. Right. You will be charged under the Computer Misuse Act because you would have used certain things on a computer to get these people to do what they have to do. And some of these fines and jail time is over 500,000. Sometimes jail is your imprisonment to over 10 years and those kind of things. But it depends on when the matter is tried and it go before the court, what the judge or magistrate does. But she has to be within the law.
All right, I saw a video, well not a video, well yes, a video of the former president, Mr. Kamuna. He has since came out and said that, hey, that video is fake, where he was encouraging persons to invest thousands of dollars in a scheme. That's
right. They also use persons in high standing and put out things on Facebook saying that I would have done this and I would have received so much money and that kind of thing. I've been seeing it. I haven't seen it in a while, right? But you have where they use influential persons to try to get you to get into their fraudulent acts. Yeah. So you have to be aware.
So once you're spending your money or intend to spend your money,
yes,
don't research and
don't part with your money foolishly. You work hard for your money. You save your money. Why go and give it away to somebody who after that click, you won't see, you won't hear from them, and you won't receive your money again.
And the information is
out there.
All right, is that it this morning? I know we have a video to show, but
yes, I'm hoping that Channel 5 use that video as an ad with the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service.
Yes,
right? But we want to thank persons, the public, who have been continuously supporting the police, who have been continuously sending information that we have been acting upon. And I always say, if you send information, we have to act on the information. Because if we don't act on the information, you will not have confidence in us. So we continue to act, and we thank you for your information.
All right, and thank you for continuing to come here and share the information with us. And I'll vex Anna again to see all your match this year. Yeah, but
maybe next year.
Maybe next year. But thank you for being with us. And of course, we will continue to update our members of the public in terms of what is happening, and hope that this murder is the last murder. All right,
for the year.
For the year. Forever as a